Imagine this, a free kitchen that operates 365 days, 24 hours around the clock, feeding anyone who visits, regardless of race, religion, color, or gender. Sounds too good to be true? Well, guess what? Such a place does exist. Located in northern India, Sri Harmandir Sahib, famously known as the Golden Temple, has been a focal point of worship for almost 5 centuries. The Golden Temple has entrances from all 4 directions, signifying acceptance for everyone. It houses the world's largest free kitchen, feeding up to 100,000 visitors a day. While being a minority within every country, Sikhs have enormously contributed towards the betterment of humanity and society. British Sikhs, for example, donate approximately £100 million annually towards charity. This stems from a principle of selflessness known as Seva. It is estimated that there are more than 100,000 Sikhs in Malaysia. Sikhs were first brought into Malaysia by the ruling British to serve in the police and paramilitary forces. Since then, Sikhs have played an important role in developing and building the fabric of Malaysia. Gobind Singh Dio, son of the late Kirpal Singh, serves today as the Multimedia and Communications Minister and is the first Sikh cabinet minister in Southeast Asia. Many Sikhs continue to hold positions of importance in shaping Malaysia.
Vaheguru, Vaheguru, Satnam Vaheguru. Vaheguru, Vaheguru, Satnam Vaheguru. Vaheguru, Vaheguru, Satnam Vaheguru.
Hi, my name is Jag Mohan. For 10 years, I worked with Doctors Without Borders, a medical humanitarian aid organization that saves lives and alleviates sufferings around the world. Although Sikhs make up of only 1% of the total world population, we are quite noticeable due to our distinct appearance. And along with this appearance comes teachings filled with virtue. Every day, Sikhs around the world perform selfless service, either for the betterment of society or for improvement of humanity as a whole. This is called Seva, a principle which dates back all the way to 550 years ago, taught by our founding father, Guru Nanak Dev Ji. Now that you know what Seva is, I have a question for you. Should Seva be done only during the weekends or during your free time, or should it be embodied in your daily lives?
The world is moving at such a fast pace. Flowers that bloom at dawn no longer exist at dusk. Living in a materialistic world, we are blinded by commitments and distractions as we chase our dreams. Have we forgotten our age-old principles? This is Tejvir Singh. He is 57 years old. Tejvir Singh served the nation for many years as a military personnel and currently lives in the heart of Kuala Lumpur. For the past 20 years, this has been Deep Singh's weekly routine.
Morning 5 o'clock, preparation cutting done Wednesday and Thursday. 2 days we do cutting. So Friday morning, 4 o'clock we start frying all the, whatever you see here, we fry the thing, boil the thing and then keep. Now at 11:45 we start our main cooking. Normally we cook for 700 people, so it depends on how they do packing. Sometimes the packing go across 7, sometimes the packing come to 650, 680. So it depends how people serve the thing. We do cooking in the Gurdwaras, learn from the elderly people who are earlier than us. Yeah. I mean, with the grace of Guru, and then we can able to cook lamb.
What he does requires enormous dedication and humility. One wonders what drives him.
I don't know how I started also. The thing just came. I think I love to serve people and I enjoy serving people, whether in the house or outside the house, or whoever need any type of help that I can give, I will come forward. The menu actually, we make white rice with mixed veggie, with all type of vegetable inside there. Then the mock chicken, because the eaters are all other races, I mean in the town there, so we can make dal and give them. We can make dal and give them. So I think what other people are eating outside, so they also have something that we give them taste, but we make a vegetarian. Then the other week we make Chinese style mee goreng. Then we make ketchup fried rice.
Doing this Seva today reminds me of a story I've heard many times growing up as a kid. The story of Sacha Soda, the story of true bargain. At the young age of 12, Guru Nanak Dev Ji, who is the first master of the Sikh faith, taught the world the meaning of true bargain by serving a group of holy men without expecting anything in return. Chai ji? One day, Guru Nanak Dev Ji's father, Mehta Kalu, gave him 20 rupees and said, "Nanak, go to town and make a good bargain with this money," to which he agreed. So, Guru Nanak Dev Ji set off with his faithful companion Pai Mardana to town. Chai ji? On his way to town, Guru Nanak Dev Ji met a group of holy men who hadn't eaten for days and were hungry. Guru Nanak Dev Ji decided to spend the money in feeding these holy men. Upon his return, his father, Mehta Kalu, asked him, "Nanak, what good bargain have you made today?" To which he replied, "I've made the true bargain, Sacha Soda." This act of helping people without expecting anything in return is the true basis of Seva. People who engage in it do it not to expect any reward or recognition.
Once the cooking is completed, Deep Singh loads the food into his car. He then braves the heavy Friday evening traffic to get to Parliament Gurdwara, where the food will be packed by eager volunteers. Various individuals from different walks of life, race, and religion come together to volunteer towards this cause.
there are quite a few volunteers that come and help, and we are very thankful for that.
For most of us, it is the first time that we are actually helping out in this kitchen. It won't be our last. It is undertaken by the welfare committee headed by Satwinder. And when we found out that there was this kitchen going on, all of us contributed the money, that there are a lot of needy people out there that need the help, the homeless, and Seva is one of the ways forward.
So after this package here, we will now take the food to the homeless. We will go to certain areas, and there the homeless will be waiting for us, and they will really look forward to us. And not only that, we give them some Punjabi delicacies like laddu, jalebi, and they look forward to it.
Finally, I got to meet the man himself, Tejvir Singh.
That's right.
Yummy.
Fresh laddu. It is good. I hope that our youngsters, all the youngsters, they should see what actually you're supposed to do, and try to spend your time with go and help someone. At least 1 week once you do something that not for you, not for your family. I mean for others, other than your own family members.
Thanks to all of you guys for coming and helping Nanak's Kitchen.
Thank we also give blessings.
Yeah, we thank Vijay for the opportunity to serve.
Wow,
Yeah.
amazing. When did you hear about him first?
It's actually through my mutual friend.
Right.
Yeah, we were looking for the right soup kitchen to work with, and we found out we have been hopping from one soup kitchen to another, and we found this place very harmonious, and we got a good leader.
I see. So Tejvir Singh is a good leader
Yes,
for the
indeed.
soup kitchen.
Yeah.
Very consistent, whether rain or shine. Chinese New Year, Vaisakhi, Christmas, New Year, every Friday is on.
Rain or shine, jam or no jam. Even one person, he says, if there's one person who wants to be fed, we will go all the way.
Excellent.
This is a motto that we wish to emulate from Vijay.
As the team was ready to set off, Dr. Harwan and Amrit decided to come all the way from Muar to join in for today's serving session. Kuala Lumpur, the city that never sleeps. While some of us tuck into bed, these people get into the thick of action, finding and serving the needy. Doing this for 22 years now, I couldn't help but ask Tejvir Singh what are his future plans.
That I can set up a place that they can come there, have the food that I can serve daily. Then they can come and rest in the place and then bath there or change. I think I need this type of place that I'm still looking forward. Only way that you can be happy in life. For our own family and friends, everybody run and do something. But try to do to someone, don't see he's a drug addict or he's a sampah masyarakat or this and that. To me, it's all that nothing. To me, it's a God man. We need to help. We stand here. God give us strength. We help them. That's it.
what he's doing is very promising, not only for Sikhs, but it's also for humanity.
Everything I have is like it comes way easier compared to all those guys you see. They don't have homes while we kind of take things for granted, and now I guess we know how hard it actually is, so we start to appreciate things more.
It really humbles me to see this 57-year-old man having so much dedication and passion to serve the homeless every week. This is the true essence of Seva. On a normal Sunday morning, most of us take the day off to unwind. But things are different at Naam Clinic. When I walked in as early as 8 in the morning, I was surprised to see the doctors and volunteers busy packing medication and medical equipments for their mission, and so I decided to give a hand.
So what's happening right
TJ, a founding member of Naam Clinic, quickly filled me up with details regarding the mission of the day. I decided to follow them. Naam Clinic was founded 11 years ago, and I had the opportunity to learn more about it from TJ himself.
2008, a group of friends, my childhood friends, 5 of them, they have decided to start with the Seva, where they wanted to do something different from others, where a lot of people are doing food Seva. They were doing sending groceries to certain people's houses and everything on. There are a number of people are doing that. And what happened is, from the 5 of them, 2 of them was doctors, where they decided, why don't, since we have a profession in our circle, why don't we start doing the same thing, helping the needs of the people who need any medical attentions.
Once we were all geared up, it was time to hit the road. After over an hour's drive out of Kuala Lumpur, traveling through tarred roads, we found ourselves navigating through narrow jungle routes. Finally, we arrived at an indigenous village known as Kampung Orang Asli, Sungai Relang.
Right, we're finally here.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. Some of the team are here.
Guys, come and help us. Jago, introduce some of my team members over here. And
Hello.
yeah. Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Nice to meet you guys.
This was the first time I've set foot here in this naturally beautiful place. According to TJ, there are approximately 15 families living in this village. I was surprised to see that their daily realities were so different from what our lives look like. As the team was swiftly setting up their mobile clinic, I took this opportunity to understand a little bit more about the challenges and problems faced by the Orang Asli.
I feel personally more need to be done for Orang Aslis, you know. I feel they're still neglected, you know. Children are not going to school, you know. Basic health needs are not met. And then like simple problems like skin problems, you know, skin disorders, hygiene, you know, all this need to be addressed too. So there need to be a lot of awareness, a lot of education on the part of Orang Aslis.
It's not a one-man show. We have our team together. So this, without them, we can't ever succeed any programs, whatever we have done. And
Indeed. They say, like if you want to walk fast, you walk alone. But if you want to walk far, go in a group.
Yeah,
So introduce me to some of your other team members here.
Yeah, we have our over here. Come. We have over here Jerry and Mr. John Pritam over here.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Beside of medications and everything else, we do serve grocery food to the needy.
Naam Clinic's advisor, Tuan Pritam Singh, shared an unforgettable experience he had in one of Naam's missions.
In 2015, there was a big flood in Kelantan. So I, with my few boys from this clinic, 5 of them, we managed to drive from here to Kolakrai. We went to Kolakrai, we saw it was very damaged, 100% damaged the area all. So we managed to bring milk with us, some basic things which one need for children. So we went and see the children 100% totally out. For a few of them, few days never drink, never get milk supplies. So we managed to give them. But look, we feel very sad because we in Malaysia, we go and see the area, a flood area, not 100% everywhere people can come. So where people cannot enter, we go and enter and help. Wherever government can go, they go. Where they cannot go, we go and help them.
Using whatever means of transportation, Naam Clinic dispatched teams to areas in Kelantan which were difficult to access when it was hit by floods. Tuan Pritam Singh drove the first team of 5 people. For a week, they were dispatching basic medication, milk and rice. I was overwhelmed that Naam Clinic played such a significant role in providing aid during the Kelantan floods. Today, the Naam Clinic continues to provide for the needy and organizes regular mobile clinics through its outreach program. From supplying them with everyday basic necessities to teaching the children about dental hygiene and treating the ill, the Naam Clinic team continues to do a fantastic job.
One of the most noble values to have is the ability to serve without differentiating between friend and foe. Paikanaya, a common name in every Sikh household, embodied that exact value.
In the late 18th century, when there were frequent assaults on Sikhs, Paikanaya would navigate his way across the battlefield with a pouch of water to quench the thirst of all wounded soldiers. He did this with love and affection without differentiating between Sikhs and the opposing forces. Paikanaya told Guru Gobind Singh Ji, the 10th master of the Sikh religion, that he saw God in all.
Guru Gobind Singh Ji was extremely pleased with Paikanaya and told him, "From now on, you will also provide medical assistance to all in need." This inspiring story has been the catalyst for many humanitarian movements around the world.
We left the Orang Asli village and came back closer to home. Our next destination was the old folks' home in Selayang. The occupants were thrilled to see the doctors who came to serve them.
Occasionally, the team of doctors and dentists of Naam, they visit old folks' homes and orphanages too. Today, we are here in one of the old folks' homes in the Selayang area. Let's see what they are doing. Hello, doctor. I brought some medicines for you.
Oh, thank you very much for your help. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I joined Naam Association 2 years ago. So I came to know more about their medical team, and we have started our dental team this year. So previously they have done a lot, and they have actually went out and about to help those in need. And it made me realize that I have to do something from the dental team as well, to bring out more awareness to people about dental treatment.
I involved with them around 2010 when they come to Tatakasa to do programs, because Tatakasa was having Wasaki Day. Wasaki Day, they came and opened small clinic. They start doing screenings, medical screenings. That time I approached them. So I approached them, I asked them what their visions. They say, we are doing screening to any Gurdwaras or any functions, we just go and do like this. Say, do you have base? They say no base. We just moving like that from this Gurdwara to Gurdwara anyway. People all our things, our medications, all we check in our house, you just keep there. So I just give them an idea. Why not if we try to get one building in Tatakasa?
Naam Clinic received its current operational space in Wisma Tat Khalsa in the year 2010. Today, Naam Clinic provides free medical services to patients from all walks of life.
I found that there were not enough doctors working here. I came to know about it from some of my doctor friends. So I decided to join and help Dr. Jaswan and his company.
Basically, the clinic runs because we have good doctors. They come on time, they do their work. Patients come, they have not to worry because doctors are there full time to help them in any medical situation. And most of the time, the president is around, the vice president is around to help me with other duties I need to do.
We're always looking forward for more doctors to come and join us, because a car, we thought the engine is impossible. We have everything, we have our whole setup and everything, but our engine is our doctors. We want them to come over and give support to us so that we can move forward and everything, so that we can drive accordingly and everything to our next journey, next vision and next mission for us in progress.
We have seen Seva as a concept that exists within soup kitchens and free healthcare providers. Now I'm here to meet two young boys in their mid-20s who are performing a different kind of Seva. Growing up, they noticed a problem. Some of their peers were not doing too well in school because they were not receiving additional support outside of school. And so they decided to do something about that. Let's go meet them.
Jagmeet and Sarabmeet, the talented twins, only in their 20s and already making waves. On weekdays, Jagmeet is a banker and Sarabmeet is an aspiring lawyer. On weekdays, they take up the role of coaching their local PJ Gurdwara youth by providing both mental and physical development. This was a value which was taught to them by their late father, Sardar Madanjit Singh. Both Jagmeet and Sarabmeet, together with their friend Guru Rajwin, have been doing a unique Seva for their local community. I was intrigued to find out how exactly these boys are able to strike a balance between their professional lives and still have time to give back to their local community.
We have a small group of us and we wanted to see how we can give back to the society. So we came up with a plan and that's how we're going ahead with it.
My short chat with them really got me thinking about some important questions. I was so curious to know what this plan was all about. I'm sure you are wondering too. Gurdwara Sahib Petaling Jaya, one of the most well-established gurdwaras in Malaysia, is a focal point for Klang Valley youths. This is their home ground.
We wanted to change our local gurdwara into a societal hub. So over time, we came through an idea of a tuition center to provide free tuition center. So we spent a lot of time together and we formulated and we planned about how we could start a tuition center together. So initially in the early days, we wanted to gather working adults as volunteers, and then from there onwards, everyone picks up one subject and teaches the students. But then over time, we realized that was not possible, so we came up with better ideas. We were brainstorming for months, and eventually, the three of us, we decided that we will launch a tuition center in the Gurdwara premises, because we run Punjabi classes in Gurdwara, so we have ready-made classrooms. So we just needed to find teachers and we needed to open the services to students. So over time, we managed to fill in the gaps and we were able to roll out the service.
Since none of us are from the teaching background, so this is a whole new area for us. So to tackle that issue, we actually looked and we surveyed the best teachers available for each subject. So we appointed that teachers, and to ensure that the students are being taught well, we actually sit in the class and we monitor the teachers and we also monitor the students. And last year, their midterm examinations and their final examinations, we got the results from them, and we saw that most of the students actually they progressed well.
For the past 2 years, I'm studying at the station at Gurdwara Sahib, Taling Jaya. I got to know about the station by social media, and then I asked my dad to contact the committee, and then my dad approved, and I'm studying for the past 2 years.
Being here for 2 years, I have benefited in the form of grades, but in addition, I've gotten to know a lot of friends. Throughout the journey, it's been just a pleasant experience. And if that's another year next year, I'll be fond to join it.
I found out about this tuition through Google, so my parents said let's give it a try, and I attended this tuition in January on the first week. Okay, the benefits of this tuition is that my grades have improved and I've made many friends, and I'll recommend this tuition in every Gurdwara as it's really helpful and it's quite good.
One of our students, he actually can't really speak English really well. So then this tutor actually volunteered herself to come weekly to actually monitor this one student personally. They have like a one-on-one session where she teaches this student to actually speak English, like the basics ABC and some few words.
When you do one-on-one coaching with a kid, you basically need to be very patient because the child may not understand when you actually explain. So you need to not just repeat, but in a way maybe explain better. And it has been an amazing journey.
Having heard all the amazing stories from the students themselves, I wondered what's next.
So what we plan to do with this tuition center is, eventually over time, we want to mentor the kids so that our group divides the kids into smaller numbers, and from there onwards, we get to each one mentor a kid personally to see what are the kids' interests, which subjects are the kids strong in, what can we formulate for the kids' career progression, and how we can help the kid on a very personal stage. So this is something how we plan to give back in the future.
So I dedicate myself every Sunday here because they're giving a free education for everyone. So I think more youths must come forward and must involve themselves in this kind of service.
I always believe that when you serve a man, you also serve the God within the person. So yeah, that actually kind of motivates me to do so.
The word Sikh means learner. Education has always been an important aspect of the Sikh faith. Our second master, Guru Angad Dev Ji Maharaj, formalized the Gurmukhi script and made it an integral aspect of the Sikh faith. Guru Har Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, our sixth master who was known for his courage, set up schools in every existing Gurdwaras. He stressed on the importance of having a fully developed and learned mind. This reminds me of our 10th master, Tan Sri Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, who spoke more than 7 languages. As sharp as he was, skilled with the bow and arrow, that was how sharply skilled he was with ink and paper. He was a poet and a great thinker, who is still very much revered up till this day. As you can see, education and Sikhi goes hand in hand from the very beginning. The fact that these two young boys are ensuring that everybody has an equal opportunity to education is truly inspiring.
Globally, Sikhs are known to actively organize and participate in humanitarian missions. This is sparked by the Sikhi principle of Sarbat da Pala, meaning well-being for everyone. Sikh organizations have provided aid in the form of food, clean water and shelter to over 1 million victims affected by natural disasters and civil wars across the world. One such humanitarian was Rishiwan Singh. Aceh, Indonesia, 24 December 2004. An earthquake with a magnitude of 9.1 caused one of the deadliest tsunamis in history, killing more than 200,000 people in a matter of hours. As the world stood shocked, global Sikhs were quick to respond. A famous radio DJ in Kuala Lumpur joined them in this call for help.
It was at 4 a.m. He was on the phone with my uncle from the UK that he was saying that 400,000 people have died at your doorstep and what are you going to do about it? And then he said, okay, let's go. My uncle said, I'll come with your sister, my older sister who's a doctor. I'll come with her, I'll bring another cousin who's a psychologist, bring some money, let's rent a sampan and let's go. And then he turned around and asked me, I'm sleeping on the sofa there. Harwan, in Punjabi, he said, Harwan, Aceh no jana? You want to go to Aceh? I said, yeah, why not? You know? And that's how I ended up on the tsunami relief team and I ended up staying there for a month.
The Aceh experience changed the lives of humanitarians forever, one of which was Rishiwan Singh.
Well, actually, everyone went back to their day jobs, but Rishi decided that he was going to go back to Sri Lanka. And so it was just him and another cousin of ours who was a psychologist who went there for a couple of months to do more work.
Yeah.
And when he came back, he got his first break with United Sikhs, and that was when he was appointed the Asia Pacific Humanitarian Director. So he continued on his work, and that basically, the Aceh tsunami was the catalyst.
Since then, Rishi had been on numerous humanitarian missions, including the 2014 Kelantan floods, which led to him setting up the Malaysian Food Bank.
My name is Flying Singh. I'm coming to you live from Kampung Pandang Buddha Gurdwara. We are actually sending about 2 tons of aid here straight to Kuala Betis, which is in the jungles near Gua Musang.
Malaysia Food Bank was founded by Rishiwan Singh because he felt that our waiting to collect supplies after disaster striking was just too late. So he set up a food bank, hoping to collect enough food and supplies to be dispatched right away when...
as and when a disaster strikes.
As and when it was needed, yes.
Yeah.
To fund the Malaysian Food Bank, Rishi embarked on a mission to walk with the cause, famously known today as the Goodwill Walk.
Goodwill Walk. It's not goodwill, but the Goodwill Walk. So a walk to basically raise funds so that the Malaysia Food Bank would have funds readily available whenever needed, and we could be doing aid or helping the needy or feeding the homeless all year round. And it's not just sit around waiting for a disaster to happen. And that's why he started walking.
From Kampung Pandang Buddha Gurdwara, the Goodwill Walk team. This is the full team with the crew, the physios, everyone. Thank you please pray for us. 782 kilometers. We can only do it with your love, support and prayer. Bagi kita khalsa, bagi kita fateh. Seiring sejalan untuk tabung makanan Malaysia.
On his first goodwill walk from Singapore to Malacca, Rishi journeyed alone with just one other person by his side. However, as he continued to walk, others joined in, and towards the end, the response he received was overwhelming. Many people from different religions and races in Malaysia came together to support this cause. Since then, he embarked on many such walks, touching the lives of many along the way.
I know why I'm doing it, because when I see those people that are starving, I think to myself, this is not Africa, this is Malaysia. We should not have people who are starving in Malaysia. Whether it's a disaster or whether it is a homeless man sitting, we all seem to think that because we've got food available to 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, that everybody is being well fed. Then why are there people rummaging through the rubbish bins to look for a little bite to eat? Why are there people out there who go for 4 to 7 days without food during a disaster? You should talk to the Orang Asli, man. You'll just cry listening to their stories. So that is why we are doing this walk. This walk is the good will walk.
And his last walk was from Muar to Melaka, where he did it in one whole day, just about a week after he was discharged from hospital from having malaria. So he's still recovering, but he pushed himself, and he left Muar early in the morning and he reached Melaka at night. He was literally crawling the last few kilometers to the Melaka Gurdwara Sahib. And after that, most people would remember his last image is to be standing in front of the Melaka Gurdwara in sweltering heat, holding tins in his hand, collecting donations. And that's where he raised 60,000 ringgit, which he said all of this would sustain Nanak's Kitchen.
On 25th November 2018, tragedy struck. Malaysians were shocked to hear that Rishi had passed away in a road accident in Punjab, India. His siblings, Dr. Harwan and Amrit, are carrying on the good work which Rishi had started.
We have such big plans for them. We don't want Rishi's work to just disappear as fast as short his life was. So we plan to have a food truck, hopefully a social enterprise that can run itself and continue to feed the homeless people. We want to have showers for them as well, portable showers, so they don't have to always be living in such unhygienic conditions. But essentially, we just want to make sure that the Malaysia Food Bank continues to run and continues to have a big supply of food, of funds to keep our community, anyone, regardless of race, caste, religion, even animals.
There are so many unsung heroes among us who carry out selfless acts every day. They disregard their own comforts and invest their time, money, and energy to make this world a better place without expecting anything in return.
Sometimes, like Harwan said, you find true happiness when you live a life for others. And in that sense, maybe we're just trying to find some comfort in his death by still showing up for the people who need us or who used to rely on him.
Yeah.
We've come to the end of the journey of understanding Seva. I'd like to leave you with something to think about. Is Seva just donating your money so you can feel better? Or is Seva our responsibility of uplifting the lives around us? What's your contribution to society lately? What Seva have you done lately? Happy Vaisakhi. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Seva is, humility, basically, to be humble.
Oh, Seva is doing service to God,
I think Seva is an act of kindness.
to help the humankind.
Seva is service to the community to improve other people's lives.
For me, is helping people.
For me, it is like to be there for those that will require my service.
Reaching out to people who need help, who may not get the help they need as and when they need it.
Seva simply means helping.
We do what we can.
Seva is actually a privilege.
It's making a difference in somebody's life.
Feeling that we have and emotions we have to want to engage with the community.
Seva to me is service to mankind.
Seva is in thought, in word and deeds for the betterment of other people.